What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the second part of my Tekken Collab review for King of Fighters All-Stars. If you haven't checked out the first part, I recommend you do that. The first part I mainly talked about the characters, the banners, the imprint stones, the event missions, etc. For the second part, I'm going to be delving into the events themselves. So let's jump into it. I'm going to start off with an easy one, which is Dream Match. I'm going to be delving into Dream Match a lot more in my upcoming Everything Wrong with KOF review, which is coming soon, because there's a ton wrong with this game. So I'm not going to go into too many details for it. But overall, yep. Come on, guys. This game mode's trash. It's so bad. The netcode's terrible. There's so many disconnects. There's a ton of cheaters. There's no way to report cheaters. When the opponent disconnects, somehow you lose instead of them. I know you guys might think I'm exaggerating because you only need to play once to get the event objective, daily objective cleared. You only need to win 10 times. But this game mode's so bad that playing this game mode even once per day, to me, sucks. Specifically, there's a problem with Dream Match. So, 2 of the daily objectives are, play Guild Raid twice, and then play Dream Match once. For the play Guild Raid objective, as soon as you hit the start button, it counts toward the play objective. But for some reason, when you hit the start button for Dream Match, it doesn't. So if you play with people who disconnect, maybe 3 players who disconnect 3 times in a row, that's 3 times you don't get the play objective completed. So yeah, that one daily becomes 2, 3, 4, 5. Now do you begin to see the problem? But yeah, like I said, this game is awful. There's no balance. The combo breaker mechanic is terrible. Combo breakers are supposed to reset the stage to neutral. In KOF, it gives the person who uses it advantage most of the time, which is horrible because there's so many characters on these rosters that can just infinitely combo you with their skills. It's just horrible. I don't know if Netmarble just didn't play test it. I just don't care about how unbalanced it is. This is league match, but this is a championship, but worse. Like I said, I'm going to be going into extensive detail in my general KOF review video, but yeah, overall, terrible. Stop forcing players to play this game mode. It's terrible. Alright? It's one thing to have championship as a daily objective. You need to match that for events. You don't need to do championship to get your full daily rewards. You shouldn't have to do Dream Match to get your full daily event rewards or event rewards at all. Actually, I take that back. For event rewards, that's fine, but for dailies, stop putting this in here. People don't like this game mode. Stop making people play this game mode. It's terrible. So yeah, that's Dream Match. It's not good at all. Moving on to the Hwarang King of Taekwondo. This is the first time they've had an event like this. This is fine, it's doable. Again, credit where it's due. You can get a bunch of these for getting 20,000 points once. And then if you get 10k points per day, you get an additional 30. That's great, but the game mode itself is not. Because it's, number one, it's janky. Many times when I play this game mode, even when my skills are off cooldown, I can't use them. I don't know why, it just freezes up. Hwarang just sits there and just does nothing and gets hit by enemies, which is great, except it's not, because to get the badge, you need 50,000 points. And yeah, I would have loved to have gotten the badge because Hwarang's my favorite character, but this game was too janky. It's been this way since the first time they implemented this. I don't remember which update it was, but yeah, it's always janky. The active skills frequently don't work. I don't know what's the problem, but yeah, it's not fun because of that. It's just... So, the rewards are good. Like I said, credit when it's due. The badge is the least substantial reward of the bats. Getting 20k for the one-time only Imprint Stone Star rewards is great, and then the daily 10k is great. So even though it's janky overall, so long as the best rewards aren't gated behind a tough achievement, while I would like for them to actually fix it, I'm fine with it being janky. So yeah, there's that one. So I guess you could say that's good, kinda. But then we start to get into rough territory. Let's start with the Tekken Towers. These were terrible. Actually, I'm being disingenuous again. My apologies. Tekken Tower 1 is terrible. Tekken Tower 2 is fine. I think. I soloed this entire tower with Bridal Nina. But keep in mind, I am a veteran player. My Codex bonus is significant. My Fame bonuses are significant. I had the complete Tekken set. I had a fully awakened Taekwondo option card. You know, she had a complete Tekken Imprint Stone set, so she was pretty well optimized. Now, if you're a lower ranked player, maybe you don't have the Tekken set, maybe you don't have all the Tekken Imprint Stones yet, you might have a difficult time, but I do believe that if you have her 3-star awakened, which everyone can do, and you at least have the first 3 Tekken Stones, actually no, everyone should be able to get at least one of the Moon or Star Imprint Stones. So yeah, if you have 4 Tekken Imprint Stones, 3-star awakened, you should be able to clear this in its entirety, no problem, with the exception of the stage missions. Netmarble, I don't know what game you play, but these in particular, the clear within 30-second objectives, the clear without using finisher skill, the clear within 60 seconds, largely impossible. Even from my character, my Bridal Nina is stacked, can't do it within 60 seconds. And it's not just for the higher ranked missions either. Look at this. Look at this. Level 17. 244k CP. On a stage with 58k recommended CP. Can't beat it within 90 seconds. And that's because the main problem with these towers, they were not properly tested. The mobs in these towers are ridiculously tanky for no reason. I can have 3, 4, 5 times the recommended CP and struggle to clear the mobs. Like, this, complete lie. Complete lie. These recommended CPs from start to finish, lie. Complete lie, guys. Again, I don't know if Netmarble didn't playtest these, but this was terrible. These mobs were ridiculously tanky for no reason. But like I said, if you have 3-star awakened Bridal Nina, you should be able to clear Tekken Tower 2. If you get unlucky, you either don't pull these 2 like me, or you didn't summon for them at all. Tekken Tower 1, that's where the problem starts to show. Again, these stages, not easy. This one right here, I cleared this stage with 1 second to spare with 2-star awakened EX Huaran and 5-star awakened Classic Nina. 1 second. This was before I got the complete Tekken set, right? And this is my problem with Tekken Towers Volume 1. If you don't get lucky with either EX Huaran or SS Alicia, I'm not sure if it's even possible to completely clear this. I'm not sure if just a Classic Nina A5 is enough to clear this by herself. Especially if you don't have the new Tekken set. I'm not sure if people can even do this. Netmarble, did you not playtest this game mode? Like, These characters, they're too tanky. The recommended CP is a flat out lie. It does not match up to what you play against. Again, 3, 4, 5 times the recommended CP can't clear these missions. When I started to reach the end of this, it was the skin of my teeth. 1 second to spare, 3 seconds to spare, 5 seconds to spare, with an EX Awaken level 2 and a Awaken level 5 Classic Nina. So yeah, these not good. Netmarble, you need to play test your content, because these were unreasonably hard for no reason. And that brings up another problem that I have with Classic Nina. This character should have been free. This character should have been a free reward in the Rust Dungeon Exchange Shop. Because again, a non-awakened EX Hwadong, he's not clearing Tekken Tower 1. A non-awakened SS Alicia, she's not clearing Tekken Towers of Volume 1. Heck, you might have both of them Awaken level 1 or Awaken level 2 and not be able to clear. If you don't get lucky on the Volume 1 banner, Classic Nina is the linchpin to clearing Tekken Towers 1. And again, even if you are a veteran player, getting her to A5 is not exactly easy. That's a lot of festival memories you need to convert. So even if they gave her for free, it's not like everyone would get it to A5 anyway. So yeah, the Tekken Towers, overall, not good. It just doesn't look like they play tested these. This is another reason why the Volume 1 characters from the first Tekken Collab should have come back. That would have helped a lot of people, especially who have the Tekken set, to increase their CP, to give people some more options, particularly for this tower, more so than this one. Yeah, not good, Netmarble. You guys need to do better. As for the rewards themselves, you get a couple thousand rubies, some elite enhancement hammers. This is useless. That's useless, not enough of those. That's okay. The primary rewards from this are the rubies and these right here. Like I said earlier, you need to get to level 39 of both of the Tekken Towers and complete stage 24 of Boss Showdown in order to guarantee get one full set of Tekken Moon and Star Imprint Stones. But like I said, given how hard these towers are for seemingly no reason, it's more than possible that players won't even be able to reach level 39, let alone clear the entire tower. Very, very bad job, Netmarble. Please do better. Then, last but not least, Boss Showdown. Netmarble has a habit of bringing back terrible content, even though it's terrible. And if that remains true for Boss Showdown, I fear for the future of this game. This game mode is terrible. I know everyone's craving harder content, more difficult content, but allow me to, share my opinion on that. I like hard content when it's actually hard. What I don't like is artificial difficulty, which is borderline what most quote-unquote hard content in KOF is. Netmarble loves to artificially inflate the difficulty of content by CP gating, which I'm going to talk about that a lot in my general KOF review. It's stupid, it makes no sense, it oftentimes results in having to build your character suboptimally just to meet CP requirements. I'm delving into it too much, so yeah, that's terrible. But specifically for Boss Showdown, this is as artificially difficult as I've ever seen a game mode. Just look at some of these challenges, guys. Look at this. Boss starts with Ultra Armor, which lasts for either 20 or 40 seconds, becomes immune to all forms of CC. Fun and intuitive, Netmarble. Look at this. Dot damage. Decreases all dot damage received by 99%. So if you're using characters that heavily rely on dot damage, it sucks to be them. Decreases damage received by 90% for 13 seconds when a fighter uses an awakening seal. In other words, for your entire awakening rotation, dealing 90% less damage. That's fun, Netmarble. This one, decrease fighters' HP by 7% every roll forward. Now, if you combine this in junction with this challenge right here, the semi-auto or auto, this is a nightmare. You can't control your characters. You take a ton of damage when you guard. But then if you try to roll, you also take a ton of damage. Fighters start with 80% reduced HP. This is standard, not just in mobile games, but even in console and PC games. One of the ways they like to quote-unquote make the game more difficult is to just give you the durability of wet toilet paper. I hate this. Like I said, this is cheap. This is the easy way out for higher difficulty. It's uninspired. You know, games like Thief, Time Splitters 2, they do increase difficulty very well. Most games, they don't. They go down this route. Decrease fighters' power charge rate by 90%. Fun and interactive, Netmarble. We're going to go into specifics of why this one sucks in a minute. Increase boss movement speed by 50%. That's fine. Don't care about that. Then this challenge sucks. Restores 50% of the boss's damage received as temporary damage. If the boss lands an attack while there's temporary damage present, recovers HP by 10% of the restored amount. If you have ultra armor, it's pretty much impossible to avoid. So yeah, that sucks. In conjunction with some of the other challenges, terrible challenge. And then Groggy. This is one to all of my fellow MCOC players. If you think the Mesmeride node is bad, to all my Pokemon players, if you think Pokemon hacks is bad, you have seen nothing yet. And you have witnessed Groggy in action. More on that later. But yeah, overall, as you can see, I didn't clear it completely. It just isn't worth the effort. It took me dozens upon dozens of tries to clear this just to level 29. This game mode is not fun. You know, this one, you know, the semi-auto. I mean, Netmarble, what kind of challenge is this? Hey guys, we're just gonna not allow you to do what you want. And then this one, the full auto. The challenge of this game is to not play the game? What kind of challenge is that, Netmarble? It's just terrible. Like, it's just so many of these challenges just uninspired. Just awful, man. But now we're going to delve into the biggest issue with Boss Syndrome, which is the viability of units. If you look online for Boss Showdown clears, there's a handful of characters going to chill out. EX Nina, EX Chun-Li, which again, credit where it's due, both free to play, both A3, completely free to play. So that's good. It gives players something of a fighting chance at the very least. Ryu and Akuma. So if you haven't played when the Street Fighter collab was going on, or if you didn't get them, or if you're like me, you have them and they're just sitting at non-awakened level 90, sucks to be you. And then last but not least, where is he? The character you would see the most, this guy, M. Bison, who can teleport, so he's extremely good for Boss Showdown. And then I don't have them, so you can't see them, but also Devil Jin. Those are the handful of characters you see the most as being viable. Now, if you're like me, and you built up characters like EX Kyo or SS Luke, you're out of luck in Boss Showdown. Because to compete in Boss Showdown, you need a lot of survivability. And most characters in this game don't have a lot of survivability. I mean, EXKO, he has a bubble shield, guys. He has a bubble shield. And he has hyper armor for 3 seconds. He can't survive in Boss Showdown. He dies. The primary reason for this is Devil Jin's 3PG. It's very long, so even if you proc your skill with 3 seconds of hyper armor, it's not enough. It doesn't last long enough, you die. The best characters, the Street Fighter characters, Chun-Li, Akuma, Ryu, and Bison, preferably with the Street Fighter set, because that gives you more survivability. But if your characters don't have survivability, they just die. And you're just left at the mercy of RNG. Because not only does Devil Jin's 3PG last for a long time, but oftentimes after he uses his 3PG, he immediately juggles you with his skills. So you just die. There's nothing you can do. In rounds 2 and 3, Devil Jin sometimes immediately starts the round by using his 3PG. In other words, if you have no survivability, you just immediately die. Netmarble, what kind of game design is this? You're punishing players for not having the right characters built up. Which is the problem, because building up EX, SS, and BX characters after their banners leave, not easy. In the case of EX characters, literally impossible. So yeah, this is terrible. You know, SS Luke is my strongest character, and he absolutely sucks in this game mode because he just doesn't survive. Even with the Street Fighter set, he can't survive long enough to deal with this guy. So terrible. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the most problematic node effects and explain why they're problematic. Where is it? This one here. Decreases fighter power charge rate by 90%. This node alone makes 3 card sets almost obligatory in this game mode. Because as I mentioned, you need a ton of survivability to survive Devil Jin. One of the ways to survive is to activate your ultimate so he can't hit you. So yeah, this right here. This is vital. Every attempt I did where this didn't proc, I immediately reset. Because I knew if I didn't, Bradoni was just going to be killed in a couple of seconds anyway. This is literally required. I don't have Devil Jin, so maybe it's not for him, but for the characters I use, if this doesn't proc, reset. So yeah, that means in order to have a good chance of completing this, you need 1 of 3 sets, maybe all of them. The Tekken set, and then let's go into the Codex, Battle Card Codex. Oh, good lord, I have to scroll down to find it. Along with the Tekken set, you also need the Cronin set and the Anniversary set. Should be coming up soon. This one it? This is not it. Here we go. The Cronin set. Virtually the same effect as the Tekken set. Most importantly, this one right here. And then the Anniversary set. Once again, similar set effects. Most importantly, this one right here. Like I said, it took me dozens of attempts to clear this at level 29. And to give you an idea of how vital these cards are, I started playing this game a month after it launched in Global. I have never used an incomplete set in my life until now. I didn't get the complete Chronon set, but I was lucky enough to get the most important card of the Chronon set. This effect is so vital that I'm using this incomplete set. Netmarble. That is terrible game design, where you have to stall out the timer in order to get your ultimate, in order to get your awakening skill, just so you can spam your damage immunity or hyper armor skill, so Devil Jin doesn't just immediately kill you. That is terrible game design, Netmarble. What were you thinking when you made this game mode? There are a couple of other problems. One of them being, in most of the game modes in this game, when you proc your 3PG special or 3PG ultimate, that pauses the timer, which is great. You know, keeps you alive and gives you more time to do damage to kill this guy. Boss Showdown, using your special doesn't stop the timer. Why is this a problem? Well, if that were the case, if it did stop the timer, I would have gotten this clear in a couple dozen attempts less than what I did. Because a couple more seconds of Bright Onina was all I needed to clear in some of these failed attempts. But we're not done. We haven't even gotten to the worst part. The worst part of this collaboration, of this game mode, this right here. Groggy. 15% chance to gain Groggy, basically stun, for 2 seconds when fighters use the next skill. Number one, this is not worded succinctly. When you say fighters, do you mean us, or do you also mean Devil Jin? That's number one. Number two, I can think of two possibilities. Either Netmarble does not care and they flat out lied, or they do care but they didn't playtest this like at all, because this 15% chance activation rate is a complete lie. There is no way in Sovereign Guard this is only a 50% chance to activate. In the dozens of attempts that I did on Boss Showdown, Groggy has activated on my first skill usage dozens of times. Groggy has activated back to back dozens of times. Groggy has activated 3-4 times within 10 to 15 seconds, dozens of times. That is not possible with a 15% chance activation rate. That's not feasible. One time it activated back to back to back. Netmarble. Are you taking the piss? Like, I'm sorry, either they didn't play test this at all or they're lying. Because there's no way it's only 15%. I'll show. Don't believe me? I'll show you guys. Let's do some runs. Let's do some runs, guys. You know, obviously show, not tell, is better. So let's show you Groggy, which only has a quote-unquote 15% activation rate. Let's test that out, since apparently Netmarble did it.
Round one.
Let's see how it happened. Let's see how it worked, guys. As you can see, guys, like I said, if it doesn't proc, if the Tekken set doesn't proc, just quit. It's just not possible.
Round two. Ready. Fight.
Let's go back to Nina. Because it's better to show off Groggy when you have your awakening skill activated. Because obviously you can spam your skills. Okay, let's get that awakening going on. There you go, there's Groggy. Let's see. Wow, would you look at that, Netmarble? Less than 5 seconds since Groggy activated last, it activated again. Huh. 15%, eh? No cooldown timer, 15% activation chance, eh? It's a lot easier to showcase Groggy just with Bridal Nina. So, let's try it again. You know, Groggy, 50% activation rate, 2 times within 5 seconds. Seems legit, Netmarble. See it again. Look at this, guys. If your 5 bars of power don't activate, just quit. It's over. Let's try it again, guys. Nina, I need you to proc your awakening skill so I can show off how full of crap Netmarble is about Groggy. If you do that, that would be great. Oh my. Of course, when I'm recording a video, she doesn't get her set effect. Of course.
Round 1.
There's Groggy. And then you die.
You lose.
Very balanced game on Netmarble.
Round 2. Ready. Fight.
Let's try it again, Bridal Nina. I'm recording a video. Come on. Nina, I need you to get your awakening skill. Please stop being this way. There we go. Look at that. Groggy again. Look. 15% activation rate, eh, Netmarble? %, eh? I'm gonna have to press X for doubt on that one, Netmarble. Because 2 activations within 5 seconds with a 15% activation rate consistently is not possible. That one is actually a 7. Ah, crap, we used the wrong special. I'm gonna do it a couple more times, guys. To showcase the quote-unquote 15% activation rate of Groggy.
You lose. Round 2.
I wish you could quit out after your character hits 0. That would just speed up this testing.
Round 1.
Come on, Nina, get your awakening skill. There's Groggy. 15%, eh, Netmarble? 15%. Guys, there we go. That's the video. We don't need to do this anymore. Groggy has 15% activation rate and activated 3 times within 5 seconds. Netmarble, why are you lying? That's it. That's the video, guys. Made my point. 3 times within 5 seconds. Netmarble, you say 15%, but I don't think you know what that means. That 1 is a 7. There is no way it is only 15% activation rate. Even if it were 50% chance to activate per hit, not skill use, per hit. To activate 3 times within 5 seconds is ludicrous. And again, guys, this happens constantly. Netmarble, do you play your game? I don't think you do. Now, obviously, some people are going to say, hey, you don't need to use the Groggy challenge. Well, semi-auto is terrible. Auto is impossible. This was actually the one that I used to clear level 29. And even if you don't need to use Groggy, that's not the point. The point is Netmarble either doesn't care, they just flat out lie about what things are, or they didn't play test this, which is problematic considering, you know, the game developers. This is a lie. This is not 15% chance. There's no way. There's absolutely no way this is accurate. So I showcased, you know, Boss Showdown, how much of a clown fest it is, how quickly you die if you don't have high survivability. Now, why is this a problem? This right here, Tekken 7 second round change-up kit. This is the best reward of the collaboration. To worth 3 SS memories, or 3 fest memories, which isn't a big deal by itself, but considering drop rate's terrible, it is a big deal. Since, you know, Netmarble thinks it's okay to make it that you can never change up characters and from a collab after the collab ends if you don't get lucky and get them 11 times. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 times. Then you can change them up, but then you have a non-awakened EX character, which is not any better. Especially when you factor in the fact that ranking up SS and BS characters is still slow. But I'm going on tangents here. Save that for the next video. So yeah, anyway. Best reward of the collab, and many players will not be able to get it. Netmarble, can you please explain to me why you thought this was a good idea? Anything? Anything to say in your defense? Because this is a terrible idea. For more reasons than one. Get to that in a second. But as for the other rewards, you know, you get, you know, some of the Brado Nina banner cards. This is cool. Like I said, this is way better than Street Fighter, because for the EX Chun-Li banner, they also had, you know, free-to-play option cards in that banner, and I don't have M. Bison's card because the only way to get his card was from that banner. Didn't get it. Feels bad. So I will give credit where it's due. Putting those EX banner cards and other pieces of content is a good idea, because for the record, do you get it here? The Devil Jin card, this one right here, I didn't get this from the banner. If this card was not in here, I would not have it, and this is the best one. So again, I will give Netmarble credit when it's due. Good job on this part. Please continue doing this, so everyone gets at least one copy of the EX free banner cards. Please keep doing this. This is great. Now, obviously, you ideally want to get to at least 29 for the change-up kit, but if you can't, you need to get to at least level 24 to get these, plus level 39 in each Tekken Tower, so you can get a Star and Moon Imprint Stone, or two of your choice, doesn't matter, from the collab crafting shop. But yeah, overall, this game mode's awful. You can only use a limited amount of characters. You borderline need the last 3 card sets to win. Like, don't get me wrong, plenty of mobile games that they have content where it's tailored towards having the newest characters to clear, but they do it way better than KOF does. Take Dragon Ball Legends, for example. They'll release a new Ultra or a new LF, and then they'll release content where the new Ultra or LF has bonus stats, and where you basically need that character in order to clear it. Here's the difference. You only need to pull that character once, and then you can clear that limited time content. That's not the case in KOF. You cannot clear this with a non-awakened level 90 Brado Nina, a level 99 awakened Bison or Kuma or Ryu or Devil Jin. You ideally, I know people with 3-star Devil Jin and they can't clear this, guys. Your count, your characters, your card sets, they need to be stacked. Again, guys, like look, Bride Onina. My Bride Onina is pretty stacked. Pretty freaking stacked, guys.
Nina Williams.
Look at this. Dozens of attempts to clear this. If you want to have endgame collab content, that's fine. What's not fine is putting the best reward behind that content. The point of collaborations is to draw in, to entice new players, then to retain said players. A great way to not do that is to get the best collab reward behind content they can't clear. That just doesn't make any sense. Now, while we're on the topic of change-up kits, I'm going to explain why this is doubly worse. So, let's go into summons for a second. Let's go to this tab here. Have to scroll all the way down. It's going to take a while. Sorry for the wait. I'm a hoarder, as you can see. Where's that special gift? Special gift, where are you? Here we go. Special relay gift box. We've had these before. We had this during the Street Fighter collab. You know, you log in for 2 weeks straight. Well, not straight. There are a couple of days you can miss. If you log in for 2 weeks, you get this as the final reward. Then you just wait a bunch more days until you reach the end. Here's the problem, guys. The Street Fighter Special Relay Gift Box, the third reward was a Platinum card selector, like this one here. The second reward was a Fest Fighter selector. That's now 100 plus castles. That is a steep downgrade from a Fest Fighter selector. But it gets worse, guys. It gets much worse. The final Special Relay Gift Box reward is a Moti. One Moti. That for many players is going to be, oops, all 3 stars and 4 stars. Why is this such a big problem? Oh gee, I don't know. Maybe because the final Special Relay reward for the Street Fighter collab was a change-up kit. You go from a change-up kit to a Moti. Netmarble, are you taking the piss? You went from getting a change-up kit for just logging in to potentially not getting a change-up kit because it's gated behind some terribly designed content. And in its place, you get a Moti, which is likely going to be nothing. That's great, Netmarble. It gets worse, guys. Because I'm sure eagle-eyed viewers saw it while I was scrolling down. Where is it? See this? I still have one change-up kit. You know why I have one change-up kit still? It's not because I didn't change anyone up. You guys saw my Luke. He's EX now. It's because of Street Fighter Collab, they gave you 2 change-up kits. One for logging in, and one for doing a carnival, where you get points for doing summons. In other words, you got a change-up kit by doing what you were going to do anyway. Street Fighter Collab gave us 2 change-up kits for doing what we were going to do anyway, whereas the Tekken Collab gives you 1 change-up kit, and many players will not get it because Netmarble gated this 1 change-up kit behind terribly designed, difficult content. We are getting less for much more effort. The reward to effort ratio, something a lot of mobile games struggle with. And And this is it. And it gets worse. Thought I was done? No. See this? Take a look at the Tekken Chainsaw kit and the Street Fighter Chainsaw kit. You notice something different? Oh yeah, the Street Fighter one doesn't have that little timer. So even if you get this, if you're deciding, Festina, she kind of sucks. Do I really want to change her up? But then again, the grind for SS memories after the banner's gone, it also kind of sucks. So do I either change up a sucky character now that I can use to her full capacity, or do I change up a suboptimal SS character who doesn't have their SS memories maxed out, who doesn't have their imprint stones because Netmarble likes to ruby wall them? Guess what? You have to pick now. She sucks, but most people have her at A5. I have her unawakened, which means no imprint stones for her, so she's going to be suboptimal. And then this character is not an SS priority. Again, the grind for SS memories is terrible. Netmarble is doing a terrible job at modernizing the grind. There's no way I'm going to be using generic SS memories on Alicia over someone like M. Bison, Biken, Jizzy. In other words, if I were to change her up, I'd have an EX non-awakened character for who knows how long. You know how they could fix this problem? By not making this limited time. You know, maybe somewhere down the line they make getting SS memories easier. It's like, you know what? I have enough SS memories to spare. I'll rank up Lisa, I'll change her up. Guess what? They're not giving me that option. Because I have to pick. So either I have to EX Nina, who sucks because she has no survivability, or EX Lisa, who sucks because she's not awakened. She won't have her optimal imprint stones because they ruby gated to collab imprint stones. So yeah, you're just stuck with between a rock and a hard place. Good job, Netmarble. You went from great to Street Fighter to absolutely terrible in Tekken. Fantastic job. Guys, these people are professional game developers, game designers, doing a terrible job. It must be great being paid to do a terrible job. I would love to know how that feels. I mean, being paid money to be a terrible game developer, that is the dream, guys. Don't I have to do a good job? Make games for a living? Man, that's great. It's awesome. Last but not least, I've got a couple of things. The honor missions, whatever. They're just badges, so they're not a big deal. But again, I really like Hwadong. I would love to have one of his badges, but Dream Match sucks. I'm not playing Dream Match 100 times, let alone winning 100 times. Because of the jank in this King of Taekwondo game mode, can't get this either. Again, Tekken Tower events, mobs are ridiculously tanky, recommend CP's Complete Lie. Completed both, and look, I'm almost 100 off. Screw states 30 of Boss Showdown, it's terrible. Then obviously I can't get these because I don't have these. But again, they're just badges. But I do like them. So it is a bummer that I'm not going to get some of the cooler ones like this one or these. And then the dice game. Netmarble, why are you obsessed with RNG? Guys, you remember the time when you could farm dice for dice games? Like anytime you want, just go into story mode, go into power up dungeon and farm. Netmarble doesn't, because you get 1,000 dice per day. They give you 400 upon logging in, and then you get an additional 600 from the rush dungeon, from completing all 3 difficulties of the rush dungeon. Now, as for the rewards, they're honestly extremely mediocre for the most part. I mean, you have the Nina coins, these are good. The Tekken imprint stones, hammers, these are good. But then, like, I mean, look at this, guys. It's like 5+ capsules, 500 AP. Where are the rubies? I mean, look at this. Affinity items? Netmarble. What are you doing? Wait, look at this. Look at this. Round 16. You get 50 affinity items. Netmarble. What are you doing? Round 18. A mystery box for awakened capsules levels 1 to 5. Yeah, so yeah, no rubies. That's not good. A lot of these other rewards, they're not good. But this is good right here. The SS memory, because they are extremely hard to get. But you need to get to round 20. And you only get 1,000 dice per day. RNG is a thing. Getting shafted is a thing. If you don't get the SS memory with your dice, you either have to use rubies on this dang dice board, or you get screwed out of an SS memory. Netmarble, what are you doing? Now, don't get me wrong, most people should have a very good chance of getting the SS memory without, spending rubies, but again, why can't we just farm for dice? Doesn't make any sense. So this is good, but also not good. Make dice farmable again in Power Up Dungeon and Story Mode. Stop doing this. They've done this over the past few updates where you can't farm dice and things, and it's really annoying. Please stop. Netmarble, Netmarble, Netmarble. Let's wrap this up. Talk about the Rush Dungeon, which it's whatever. It's good. Get 100 rubies per day from the daily. Get yourself some dice. You get these affinity items right here. The story was pretty cool. I liked Benny, Mario, and Paul teaming up. That was fun. I went to the wrong tab. As with the Tekken Towers, as with the banners, with the exchange shop, you should have brought the old characters back. You should have brought the old Tekken option cards back, set cards. Oh yeah, I forgot to speak about this one. You get this from, I think it's the Tekken Towers. This is good too. I like this card. It's very good. As for the exchange shop itself, can I view the exchange shop card? No. So you get generic gold imprint hammers. You get the Tekken 7 imprint hammers. Get some plus capsules, the affinity items, the awakened capsules. That's whatever. As for the Rush Dungeon set itself, I have one equipped on Huarang, I think. It's interesting. Gives them a little bit more survivability. In some game modes, cast a critical hit shield that absorbs damage for 5 seconds when tagging in a Tekken fighter. Now, if this was just a critical hit shield that just procs, on a cooldown timer, this would be way better. This would be so good for Boss Showdown. This would be very good, but in that game mode, you don't tag in or tag out, so this is useless. It doesn't do anything. But yeah, if you want to use this for characters on defense in Absolute War, or for your Tekken characters in League, this is pretty good. Gives us some nice survivability. Not bad. Most of the Rush Dungeon card sets recently have been focused on specific dot damages, so yeah, it's different. I like it. It's not too shabby. But yeah, I think that wraps up everything to do with the Tekken Collab. Actually, nope. Wait a minute. Forgot to talk about the offers, which should give you an idea of how forgettable they are. Netmarble, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but games get better as they age. Offers improve the more a game lasts. Why are your offers the same as they were from year one? This is a year one offer. It's not worth $10. This is a year one offer. It's not worth $10. This is a year one offer. It's not worth $80. This is a year one offer. It's not worth $40. All these offers suck. Terrible. These are year one offers, Netmarble. You're supposed to make offers better to keep up with the game. In year 1, we didn't have Awakening, we didn't have EX, we didn't need to pull a character 11 times. So why are these offers still the same? Terrible offers. That's arguably KOFAS' biggest problem, is not modernized in so many ways. It's terrible, absolutely awful. Same here. Bridal Nina packages, if you want to get her maxed out, you have to spend like 120, 160 US dollars. No thanks. I'll pass. Good character, but I don't think so. Not gonna happen. I mean, this is one EX Nina memory, then 25 rubies for 40 bucks. Not a good deal. And the lower value ones, they just get worse because they give you less rubies. Terrible offer. Awakening EXP packets. Terrible offer. Awakening EXP packets volume 2. Terrible offer. Like, really, Netmarble? You're making players choose? Like, for one, I don't know what game you play, but 150 level 7 Awakened capsules is not enough to take a character to level 70. And this isn't enough to take a character to level 60. Then on top of that, you're only allowed to pick one? Netmarble, what are you doing? What kind of package is this? This is terrible. And look at who made this? You need 4 generic fest memories to awaken a character, and they gave you 3. Netmarble, what are you doing? You want people to pay $30 for this hunk of garbage? Netmarble, what are you doing? Literally, none of these components can actually awaken or maximum level up a character. I don't understand. Netmarble, I don't understand what you're doing. The Imprint Stone enhancement packets, absolute garbage. Tekken special packets, 2 multis, 150 tier 6, tier 7 capsules. And once again, why are you making players pick? You should just include all of this. Again, Netmarble is trolling, guys. You need 10 of these. You need 10 of these to make any Moon or Star Imprint Stone. Actually, hold on. Let me double check that. I think you need 10 for the Tekken ones. Yes, look, you need 10 of these to make a Tekken Stone. They give you 5. You only need 5 for the generic ones, but Netmarble, you know darn well people aren't doing this for generic ones that are always here. They're doing it for the Tekken Stones. You need 10 to make a Tekken Stone. Not only do you not give players all the components, but then on top of that, where is that piece of garbage package? You're not even giving them enough. You're only giving them half. This should include all of these, and you're only giving them half of what they need. Netmarble, what is wrong with you? It is a bad time to be a whale in KOF, which is why I haven't spent money on this game in nearly 2 years, because these people just do not deserve my money. They don't deserve your money either. You need to speak with your wallet so they improve, because this is a joke. This is actually a joke. Let's wrap it up with these last 3 packages. This one's for the Imprint Stones. Once again, not enough. You need to pay $80 for 1 Imprint Stone. Netmarble, have you lost your minds? $80 for 2 Tekken. No, for one stone. $80. You guys are nuts. You guys have lost your minds. Good lord. Then this Fighter Growth support package, absolute garbage. The way Dispatch is handled is absolute garbage. Gonna be talking about that in the next video. Don't buy this, it's crap. And then the second one, also crap. Don't buy it. So yeah, all the offers suck. 4, 8, 12, 16 Tekken offers, they all suck. They're either disgustingly overpriced, terribly packaged, or they're woefully outdated. I think I covered about everything in the Tekken Collab. So, what would be my final grade? In a vacuum, not factoring in everything wrong with KOF in general, I'd say it's a 4. The fighter lineup was terrible. The offers are all terrible. Boss Showdown's terrible. Tekken Towers, not play tested. Aspects of that is terrible. Less change-up kits for more effort. Terrible. Gating the one change-up kit behind. Terrible content. Terrible. Ruby walling imprint stones. Terrible. Essentially forcing players to choose between getting the imprint stones or the change-up kit, which is never ever coming back for a character. Terrible. Then when you factor in everything wrong with KOF in general, I'd say this is a 2. I know some of you might be thinking I'm being too harsh, but I can assure you, once you see my general KOF review video, you will truly understand how badly this game has been doing for years. And this is my problem with the KOF community. You know, it's the weakest community of any mobile game I've ever played. You know, Forgo, big review, nothing burgers. When it comes to addressing the problems of this game, complete nothing burgers. Content creators don't do enough. The community doesn't do enough, doesn't speak out enough. I mean, you know, Netmarble is just dunking on our heads and we're thanking them for the hats. It's terrible. So yeah, I think that wraps everything up. If you made it this far, you're an MVP. I appreciate you. Like, comment, let me know what you guys think of the Tekken Collab. Should have been a banger of a collab, guys. Should have been awesome, but in many ways it's a complete and utter disappointment due to the incompetence and greed of Netmarble. And that really sucks, man, because there's a ton of things they collab with that would be amazing. But I can't even be excited anymore because with the way Netmarble was handling it, a lot of parts of any collab moving forward is going to suck. I don't know, guys. I want this game to thrive. I want it to last as long as possible, but Netmarble has other ideas. Anyway, that's it. See you guys next time.